As a Hindu person who's raised in India, there are two things that I really like. One is worshipping our 36 million gods, and two, org charts. I thought, why not place these gods in their proper position on the org chart? So let's get started right away. Now let's start with the Chief People Officer. Now, this is the head of HR, and for this position, I want to nominate Goddess Kali. Let us understand what the function of HR is. The function of HR is not necessarily to make sure they're getting the best of all the employees in the company. The purpose of HR is to be so forbidding that you will think 3 times before registering a complaint or taking any action for the company. So with that understanding of what HR really is, let us understand why Kali is a perfect candidate. Now, you look at Kali's photo here and imagine she's sitting in a cubicle that says head of HR, and you have a complaint about your boss, and then you walk into Kali's office. That Kali is standing on a corpse. Now, this could be the corpse of the person who made the earlier HR complaint. Let's move on. CEO. And for this, it's kind of a no-brainer for me. I'm just going to go ahead and nominate Vishnu. Vishnu is seated on his serpent on the cosmic ocean. What is Vishnu doing on the serpent? He is dreaming new worlds into creation. And this is what is important for invention, which is what a CEO has to do. Now you think of the iPhone. All the materials needed to build the iPhone were already there. But it took Steve Jobs to put everything together and come up with this idea for the iPhone. And that is what Vishnu is. He's constantly breathing new ideas into creation. Let's deal with the Chief Communications Officer, because that is an easy one. So the Chief Communications Officer, I'd like to nominate Brad. And Brad is someone on my Parent-Teacher Association. Now, Brad is not Hindu. He's not a god. But hey, we have 36 million gods. We can make a new one. What makes Brad uniquely qualified for this position? Brad is a very boring person. He can take anything interesting, then drag that thing to a place where imagination goes to die. So for example, Abraham Lincoln could have gone to Brad with the Gettysburg Address and said something like,
20 years ago.
And Brad would have been like, we are delighted to launch a new initiative that pleases our customers in the South. I want to go to the CFO, or the Chief Financial Officer. And this is an absolute no-brainer. I'd like to nominate Lakshmi. Now, billions of people all around the world, they pray to Lakshmi to, be showered with blessings of prosperity and stuff. And in fact, the creation of Lakshmi is very closely tied to this idea of fortune. So Indra was on his elephant and they were, walking in the forest. The elephant was walking, Indra wasn't. And then a sage came and he gave Indra a garland, of roses and stuff. And Indra just threw the garland and it fell on the trunk of the elephant. And then, the garland fell from the elephant's trunk and the elephant trampled all over it. And the sage got furious and he cursed Indra that he wouldn't have good fortune. Now Indra fell on some really bad times. So all the gods, starting with Vishnu, they got this big mountain and they churned the ocean waters. So all the nectar and amrit floated to the surface. And what floated to the surface was a beautiful lotus flower. And on this flower was seated Goddess Lakshmi. Now finally, I want to come to Shiva. Now Shiva is a magnificent god. It is important to understand that you can't create something without destroying something. That creation is not possible without destruction. Think about it. We are all life forms. What nourishes us? Milk, food from other animals, food from plants. So in the act of creation, there is destruction inbuilt. And this is what Shiva represents. And why is Shiva such a good Chief Technology Officer? Because you don't want someone who's wedded to their way of thinking. You want someone who recognizes that the technology stack they are working on will soon be extinct. And just like a human being has to eat a leg of chicken or a bowl of chickpeas for nourishment, a bigger company will have to swallow up a smaller one. I want to end this video here because, I'm just one person and I don't have a subscription to ZipRecruiter and all, so I can't fill every position on the org chart. But let me know in the comments below if you agree with my choices. Also, let me know if there are any other gods and any other positions you think they are a good fit for. Now, I want to end by saying I'm going to do videos on Indian history, mythology, and Buddhism. If that's the kind of thing that interests you, please consider subscribing for this channel. I hope you have a lovely 7 days and enjoy the week that lies ahead. Bye.